Down privatization! Down with Bush! Down with Saka! ¡Arriba la gente! ¡Sí! ¡Arriba los inmigrantes! ¡Sí! ¡Arriba la solidaridad! ¡Sí!
Teníamos 4 demandas. Levantar los cargos por terrorismo a los 13 compañeros y compañeras que están enjuiciados, la derogatoria de la ley antiterrorista, el cese a la brutalidad policial en educación y la no privatización del agua.
So, comrades, we've just finished our meeting with the Consul General inside. 5 of us went in, the 5 of us standing here, and we presented 4 demands. First of all, that all of the terrorism charges for the 14 people arrested in Suchitoto be dropped, that the anti-terrorism law in El Salvador be taken away, and that the police brutality and repression in El Salvador stop immediately, and finally that water not be privatized. No to water privatization in El Salvador.
De que allá habíamos 5, pero que aquí arriba había un excelente acompañamiento y una excelente demostración de protesta en contra de la represión contra el pueblo salvadoreño.
And we also told her that maybe there were just 5 of us inside, but that outside, all of you, there was a huge group of people demanding and protesting and expressing their opposition to these repressive laws in El Salvador.
El pueblo está presente, se ve, se siente, el pueblo está presente.
We've got to enforce these anti-terrorism laws or society will fall apart. This is a tribunal to enforce the anti-terrorism laws of El Salvador. I'm calling it to order, and I want you to know we have the complete support of the U.S. government and President Bush. In fact, we are not puppets, we are collaborators with the United States. I misspoke. And so today, we're here to ensure that people like vendors and protesters, organizers, militant campesinos, students, activists, artists, we're going to hold them accountable for not destroying our society. So that to do this, we also believe that we should indict and prosecute troublemakers from the past as examples. You know that we're now building a case against 14 water decentralization protesters in San Salvador right now. And even though one of my judges allowed them out of jail, we will continue to prosecute them under the anti-terrorism laws. Do you support that? Today, first, there's Mr. Romero. I believe he's connected to the church. Okay, now, Sir Romero, how do you plead to these charges that you were also a troublemaker?
Brothers, you came from our own people. You are killing your own brothers. Any human order to kill must be subordinate to the rule of God, which says, "Thou shalt not kill." No soldier is obliged to obey any order contrary to the law of God. No one has to obey an immoral law. It is high time you obey your consciences rather than sinful orders. The Church cannot remain silent before such an abomination in the name of God, in the name of this suffering people whose cry rises to heaven more loudly each day. I implore you, I beg you, I order you, stop the repression.
Sir Romero, you were a terrorist. You cried out for the end of the Salvadoran Civil War. You embraced liberation theology. You, in direct violation of law, you are sentenced to 25 years in prison. Take this person into custody. Which states that your jail time shall be increased by 33% if the goal of your activity is to have an influence on the policies of the government.
How else am I to speak to hundreds and thousands of people without a microphone? Change does not roll in on the wheels of inevitability, but comes through continuous struggle. And so, we must straighten our backs and work for freedom. A man can't ride you unless your back is bent.
Dr. King, you shall receive 21 years in prison for acts of terrorism. Take this delinquent away. Let's face it. Your Underground Railroad eventually led to the fall of slavery in the United States. So yes, actually, you held these slaves hostage for the purpose of getting the state to end slavery, which sadly it did. This is a violation of the anti-terrorism laws.
Well, I was not going to wait for the state to do that. If I could have convinced more slaves they were slaves, I could have freed thousands more.
Well, you shall receive 41 years in prison for terrorism. Take her in the custody. Wait a moment, she seems to be resisting. This is unacceptable. Resistance.
There's two things I've got a right to, and these are death or liberty. One or the other I mean to have. No one will take me back alive. I shall fight for my liberty, and when the time has come for us to go, the Lord will let them kill me.
Quiet. We're going to put Marvin on trial. And the Goldman is going to go to trial. We're going to put
One is to drop the terrorism charges against the 13 in El Salvador. The next one is no to the privatization of water. Stop police brutality. Demand accountability. And also that civil liberties are under attack. In the U.S. it takes the form of the Patriot Act. In El Salvador it takes the form of the anti-terrorism law. And our governments are working together on this to repress the people.
In response to that, all organizations have really considered and prioritized the struggle against the privatization of water. Organizations such as Water Workers Union CETA are mobilizing all around the country, doing forums at community levels.
Estamos en la lucha. Jeremy, escucha. Estamos en la lucha.
Saca, escucha, estamos en la lucha.
I left a really long message and it was awesome because I was like, listen to all the other people that have the same concerns that I do, and we're all here at the Salvadoran Consulate.
Presente, se ve, se siente, el pueblo está presente.